Welcome back to Cuppa TV. My next guests are a group of men who work very hard at keeping fit, looking good and dressing with impeccable taste to ensure that their audience has the best night out ever. Let's welcome John Woodward, manager of the Pleasure Boys, and two of the performers, Dale and PJ. Guys, welcome to Cuppa TV.
Thank you.
So John, welcome to you, and we've got Dale and PJ.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
So John, may I start with you? So tell us a little bit about the Pleasure Boys.
We are a male review group who perform all over the UK. We've got a tour and we also have resident shows throughout the UK every Saturday.
Fantastic. And Dale, as one of the performers, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I'm still currently studying at University of Worcester, doing a bit of sports business management course.
Oh, fantastic. And what about you, PJ?
I'm actually full-time stripper now, but at the same time I'm also doing like the choreography for the boys as well. So a lot of dance teaching, rehearsals.
As I wanted to talk about that to you all, because I mean, you know, you are the women's fantasy and the male fantasy, you know. But I wanted to go a bit more deeper into that, because there's a lot of work, isn't there? You can't just rock up onto the stage and go, you know, hello, here I am. John, there's a lot of work involved. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I mean, from the rehearsals that I do twice a week to the working out in the gym, trying to eat right for most of them. Not they don't always follow a diet. You know, some of the boys don't have to, but generally most of them do. Then there's the travelling to and from the venues, getting the kit washed, you know, dried, ironed, making sure it looks impeccable on stage. You know, so there's a lot of things. You know, it's not just something you just throw kit in a bag and go and strip. You know,
there is, and for you, Dale, you're at university.
Yes.
So you know, how do you fit all of that in with your university studies?
Yeah, just about. Balancing the lectures, we've also have a rehearsing throughout the week. I mean, we can rehearse a couple of days, between 4-6 hours at some points, and then we have our weekends completely full out from sometimes the Thursday nights through to the Saturdays. It's a big balance game, but it's working. It's working.
And for you, PJ, are you the same? Do you have a sort of a regime that you have to stick to now? You're doing this full time.
Yeah. Because basically before I was working full-time, so I was working from Monday to Friday and literally finish work early on Friday, come straight to work, and then continuous from Friday to Saturday. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy. But you know, money's money. Think positive.
Yes. And what about choreography? Because you do the choreography for the
definitely.
boys. So how did that come about?
I've always been a dancer from young, and obviously with the stripping industry, you know, we're trying to look for something new. So all ideas from all the boys, we have a sit down, talk about ideas whatsoever. And I literally go away, think of something, listen to some music, a few ideas, and literally just see what happens really.
Because it's really important, John, isn't it, to get everything just right? Is that something as a manager that you're quite keen to do?
Yeah. Well, PJ will say put it together. He'll bring it to me. We'll overlook it together. It's got to be something. It's got to be a performance that them girls are going to want to see. You know, so it's not just a matter of them watching dancers on stage, strippers, whatever. It's a production. You know, so there's themes, there's lighting, the smoke gets involved. So it's basically like being in a theatre.
I was just about to say, it's like a theatre production.
It is,
isn't it? Really, or you know, the script, the choreography, you know, the actors, which you are. You know, that's your job. It is a profession. And what's your struggles with that, John? Do you have, you know, is there anything that on a daily basis, perhaps when you're working as a manager, that you find, you know, can be quite difficult for you? Or is every day a dream?
No, it's not always a dream. I mean, you know, there's a lot of boys. There's 8 main members of the tour show, and they won't always be feeling in the mood to train. You know, so sometimes you need to motivate them. Sometimes there'll be a low. You know, something might have happened at home, so we've got to try and lift them. Because if one guy's down, then it brings the rest of you down. And like I say, we have to continue all the time. We can't just stop. So yeah, we're a good. You know, I like to think we're a family.
Yeah, we're a team.
You're a team, and is that important to you, Dale? Is that
definitely? So you're only as strong as your weakest link, so everyone has to bond together. And like John says, we are a family. Everyone outside of the industry is just as close inside, and that's how it works.
Yeah, and I mean, there's people that there'll be viewers watching, you know, the show today who'll be thinking, you know, why do you do it? You know, so you know, I'll put that to you, PJ. Why did you do it? Why did you become a stripper?
That's a good question.
Oh,
Actually.
you see, we come up with good questions on Cuppa TV.
You actually mean to become a stripper?
Yeah. Tell us about you. Did you just accidentally get into it?
Well, it was actually my friend that actually contacted me
Yeah.
out the blue, and he was like, "Are you free tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Well, if you can meet me, bring some black trousers and some black shoes." And the type of person I am, I just didn't even question him. So okay, turned up, and that's when I met Boss John.
Yes.
And he basically said, "I will pay you to walk around topless and just make sure everyone's okay, having a good time." So I don't know, I was literally just brought into it in a weird way. I never ever looked into stripping, but there was potential when I got there. You know
And
what I mean? So-
obviously you enjoyed it, because you have to be a performer. I mean, you've got to be a natural performer, John. I imagine that's what you look for when you're recruiting the guys.
It is, yeah. I mean, I didn't actually realise with PJ how good he was, because we've got a lot of good guys.
Don't make his head too big now.
he stayed hidden for probably about 18 months. Just doing the topless hosting, having the photos with the ladies, serving them to drinks, just generally making sure that they were happy, and had a good night. And then one time he said to me, I actually want to go. Can you teach me something that I can do on the stage? And we went away, spoke. He actually put it together himself, came on stage and blew, it literally took the roof off the place.
Really?
I could not believe
Hidden
we'd just been
Yeah.
leaving him there doing topless hosting when he was so
mastering
talented.
it.
Really?
I was mastering it.
Don't get a big head.
That's it, yeah. So is that how you tend to start, Dale, with the topless hosting? Is that how it
I
starts?
started not as not quite.
He's
the
got to
way
live
you
up to that now. How did
I
that?
know. But I actually went out of my way to find the company. I started off going into the gym, getting a bit more into the fitness, got a bit more self-confidence. And I thought I wanted to do something with this new physique I'm gaining, and I just wanted to be a bit out there, a bit more. So I saw the UK Pleasure Boys, and I researched them and looked into it. And then I got in touch with John, and John gave me the chance of a trial topless hosting, like how PJ started. And after doing that for so many months, then I plucked up the courage again to say, okay, now I would like to get on stage. And that's when John started to train me up to start stripping.
And is there a lot of training involved, John, when they first start out?
Yeah, a lot.
there is.
I mean, if you
Tell
think
us
there's
about
a lot
it.
of training now, but when you first start, you've not only got to start getting costumes ready, you've got to get different bits of undergarments that you
Yes.
wouldn't normally have. You've got to get those. So there's a lot of shopping
Makeup?
to do first of all.
Yes.
Not so
Or
much
not?
makeup now.
Not so
I mean, the
much
guys
makeup.
don't really use makeup because it would just
All
sweat off
natural.
anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
There's a lot of baby oil. And
Yeah.
no real makeup. Photo shoots. So tanning is important. The guys, for them to be a bit darker, that's quite important. Doing your gym training, making sure, because if, for instance, you look at a guy and he's lacking in one area, you'll advise him on nutrition or particular exercises to get that particular body
physique.
part better. Then from that, then we have to train probably 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, just on dance, and then you've got to go through from dance to stage presence, because just because you're a dancer doesn't mean to say you can go up there and perform in front
True.
of 300-400 women.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, because
Very
you've got to
true.
be able to capture the audience, haven't
That's
you?
very true.
Just like any performer would if they went on stage in the theatre.
People freeze. I've had guys that I've trained, they've gone through the training, gone on stage, and they've froze.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a solo performance,
soon as the
being
light
on
hits
your
you.
own on that stage, up to 15 minutes. And it doesn't seem like that much of a time, but when you're on that stage, 15 minutes seems like a lifetime.
Could be quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah, yeah.
We've moved on from the solo performances now, though. So
Yes.
we still do some solos, but what we are is a male review.
You are the Pleasure Boys.
So we're a bit like that Magic Mike, So
Yeah.
you see that all the boys come out together and they do the choreography and they dance together.
And that's what engages your audience, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and you're getting more and more popular. You're now touring every Saturday. You're playing every Saturday.
The residence is Saturday, 12 locations from Birmingham, Bristol, Brighton,
so
London.
throughout the whole of the UK?
Yeah.
And most Fridays as well? Is that
Fridays
right?
is the tour. So that's when we go, and that's the bigger production. That's when you get all of the 8 guys together. You've got all of your tech guys there. You've got your screens, your lighting. It's
So that's one.
big.
And are you going to be involved with Pride, with Birmingham Pride?
We are.
Fantastic.
Every year.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll have our own float this year
Yeah.
somewhere with, because we work at the hub, part of the Nightingale, so we go onto their float and we'll be dancing away and getting everybody to enjoy themselves.
That's great. And so what's the future for the boys, do you think, John?
Hopefully, we've got the tour this year, which is gone bigger. Next year, I would like to have a sellout tour of maybe 100 dates throughout the UK.
So that's a big
it's a
ambition.
Very well, yeah.
So guys, are you up
It's
for
going in the
that?
right direction.
Definitely, always.
100%.
Fantastic. Well, listen, it's been really good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you to you, John. And then come back and tell us, perhaps a little bit later on what you're doing on in the year. That would be great. Be great
Thanks
to
for
see
having
you.
us.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. That's it for today. I'd like to thank my guests for joining me here on Cuppa TV. Please do get in touch with us on the show, either by email or join us on Facebook or Twitter at Big Centre TV. Come back and see us again soon. Bye-bye for now. Welcome back to Cuppa TV. I'm still here with Ricky and Jay, reality TV stars. Guys, it's just so great. We've been chatting away about Geordie Shore before the break. Let's talk about now what you're doing. So now I hear on the grapevine there's a little exclusive trip to the States, to LA in fact.
How do you know that?
Oh, you see, it's a Cuppa TV exclusive. What can I
We've
say?
literally found that out about an hour ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
So have you got any, can you spill any beans? Can you tell us any more about that?
All we know is, like I say, we've literally just found out an hour ago by with management is we're going out there in July for screenshots.
Okay.
That's all we know.
Fantastic. Well, you'll have to come back on the show then and tell us exactly what went on there. But, I mean, are you excited by that?
Can't wait. Very excited.
Can't
Very
wait.
excited. In terms of America, work-wise, it's the first time we've touched on it.
Excellent. So that's going to be really good. So do make sure you come back on that one.
100%.
Now, also as well, I hear that you're a singer on the choir. Are you going to give us a song now?
No, no. I mean, do you know, I sound really good in the shower, really good. But I don't understand why you do sound really good in the shower. I mean, I think I sound really good. But yeah, it's early it's early days, sorry. Managers and talks with a few charities at the minute, with Gotham Records as well. Yeah,
Is it something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's for charity, so it's for a good cause. I like to think I'm a good singer.
Is he a good singer?
Well,
You can give him a little taste.
no,
Come on.
I'm okay.
Come on.
No, I'll rain check this one.
No, but it's something obviously that you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's a band called Mike Lowry as well from Liverpool. I'd love to get involved. I mean, the young lads as well. And yeah, I mean, get Jay involved as well, doing a little rap.
I'll do a little bit of rap. I'm up for
Are
anything.
you a rapper, Jay, on the choir?
I'm not a rapper, but I can be.
Given the right things, you can be a rapper.
Do you want to give us a little bit? Bro?
No.
But would you consider doing something together, singing-wise?
In that, I mean, like Ricky said, it's for charity. It's more light-hearted,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. It's not going to be. We're not going to be selling multi-millions of records and.
Well, I don't know yet. Tell me
Well,
my voice.
you never know.
Yes,
I mean,
you never know.
He thinks he's got a
Yes.
good voice.
I can hit those high C's all day long.
And again, the charities you're thinking about, obviously you've got a few in mind at the
Yes,
moment.
yeah.
Are they quite important to you, Ricky?
Yes, yeah, definitely 100%. I think they've got to be, especially when you're doing something like that. Do you know what I mean? So.
So is that looking to be released, in the summer or sometime this
July,
year?
hopefully. July, hopefully. So we'll do a quick turnaround on it.
Fantastic, brilliant. And what else are you up to, guys? What are you doing?
I've literally launched my supplement and gym wear range
Oh, tell us about that,
last
Jay.
Friday. Again, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's just so happened that it's come now. But you can check it out at titanwarrior.co.uk, and we've obviously just bought out I'm just starting off with a protein, fat burner, and pre-workout. And then as the range goes on, we start introducing new supplements. And we've obviously got the gym wear range as well, so it's going to be your vests, your hoodies, your joggers.
Because obviously you
that
work
kind of thing.
out, and you both
Yeah.
work out.
Have you not seen his
See
pictures on
that.
Instagram?
Oh, I have.
Shredded.
What made you decide to do that? Obviously, it's a passion because you go to the gym. But
Yeah,
was
it's a
it
passion.
something
It's a
you always
passion.
wanted
I've
to do?
always wanted to do it, and it is a passion. And with that coming, either the end of this year, beginning of next, I want to compete. Which will basically get on stage and flex me muscles.
So is image really important to you, Jay? And to you both, actually?
Yeah, it is. I suppose it is massively. Like in terms of the gym
Yeah.
thing. I mean, I've been training for years now, and it is a huge part of your life, isn't it? And if you don't have it, you just don't feel as good as what you normally would as when you go to the gym.
Do you feel there's a lot of pressure, though, for you to maintain this image that you've got?
Yeah, you constantly get people saying whether you're training or not eating properly, like, oh, you look a bit slim, you look smaller, or do you know what I mean? So there's constantly that pressure to sort of look good, but I mean, I go to the gym every day anyway. Like as Jay was saying, you feel better after you've been at the gym. Do you know what I mean? Dieting properly, especially because we go out quite a lot.
It is funny, obviously, with it being the public eye, there's times when, for obviously personal reasons, I haven't went to the gym and stuff and had a little bit of time off. Obviously, you lose a little bit of weight. And people notice that and they're like, oh my God, you've lost so much weight. But even when you're looking really good, you'll still get people like picking at you, do you know what I mean? When you're in the public eye, you'll always get that. But when you're looking good and you know you're looking good, then that's when you're happy.
And that was one of the reasons, presumably, why you did your range, the first gym range and the supplement range.
Totally.
Yeah, because something
Like
you're
I say, it's a passion,
about,
something I'm passionate about, and like I said before, it's something in terms of Geordie Shore, people always recognise me from going to the gym.
We're going to hide the chocolate biscuits now, guys.
Yeah, get them. They're not part of the diet.
So what else are you doing? So you've got that. I mean, you're both so busy, but you have got a joint venture, haven't you?
We've got two, actually.
Oh, tell us about that.
We've got our own bars in Sunderland. It's called Atico and Verve. Like champagne, swanky cocktail bars, a nice summer terrace on it. Perfect for the summer. So if you're in the northeast, make sure you come and check it out. Or if you want to add it on Twitter, Atico and Verve.
What's it called?
Atico and Verve.
It's two venues, basically. It's in the one building, Atico upstairs, Verve downstairs.
Great, and it's something that, again, was that something you always wanted to do, or you just fell into that?
Yeah, like
we have just fell into it. I mean, the past couple of years, I mean, we have been talking about it, and it's not going to be the last one. We are actively looking right now for somewhere else as well, but that's our first one.
And is it something? Has it been popular already? Because obviously it's open now.
Yeah, I mean, we had obviously D up, we had Georgia from Big Brother, do you know what I mean? We had Jack Walton up from X Factor, we had Lewis Bloor from Towie. So there's been quite a few familiar faces that have been up to Sunderland, been out already, and they've all loved it.
Is the nightlife really good up there in Sunderland? I've never been up. I'll have to come up to your bar.
Sunderland's more of a town. It's not, when you compare it to Newcastle in terms of the north, Newcastle's a city. So it's a lot bigger and more people come from all over. Sunderland's a little bit smaller, but for us in terms of a bar, that's fine. We're just not open as much as what we would be in Newcastle, but the bar itself is really, really nice.
Really nice, yeah.
I'll have to come and see it.
Definitely.
And then what else in the future then, guys? I mean, the future really is limitless. You've got a trip to the States, you've got
We're
the
doing
single.
out pool parties all summer as well. That starts 8th of June.
Oh, what's that? Tell us about that.
It's like a 5-day package deal. It's like 3 bars, there's a pool party, boat party, nighttime event, and a bar crawl. Me and Jay hosting every single one of them. So yeah, just partying all summer. That's from the 8th of June till the last week of August as well.
Right, I bet you're looking forward to that.
Well, kind of.
Busy.
We're going to be dead after that.
I was going to say, so it's every night?
For 5 days,
nights,
and then
5 days.
it's every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks for 5 days, and we start that on the 8th of June. Again, if you check our Twitters, we've got all the websites and everything on there where you can book up for the full summer. And yeah.
So when do you have your time, guys? When's your downtime? Yeah, sitting on the sofa with me. So is that it?
I mean, there is times when you get a little bit of time to yourself, and there's busy times when there's literally no time to yourself whatsoever. But it's good when it's busy. It's better.
Yeah.
And if you could do just one thing, Jay, out of all the things you're doing, what one thing would you absolutely have to do?
Have to do.
Because it meant so much to you. Is there one thing, Ricky? I'm going to put that question to you. Oh, you're obviously enjoying your life.
It's good to have a mix of a lot of different things going on. That's really good. But like for me, that like the gym life and just trying something new again, going into competing and that kind of thing.
You both obviously like to do new things, so presumably that's why your relationship works so well. You know, as guys,
we just bounce off each other though. We just click.
And we're very similar in terms of like we're personalities. Do you know what I mean? Like trustworthy and pretty down to earth, that kind of thing. And in terms of us going into Geordie Shore, we've a 4 years on, we're the same people.
Where you've seen,
is how we went in.
Yes, which is important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
Obviously, certain things in your life change,
Yes.
but us as personalities and people, we haven't changed.
And you've got family and friends around you that are fully supportive.
Yeah, of course,
Exactly.
exactly,
Is
yeah.
that
Definitely.
important as well?
Oh,
Equally?
100%. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I think people forget that you have all these people around you. You're obviously the two in the public eye. They forget how many people behind the scenes are just as important. Would you say?
Yes, definitely.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I love my mum to bits. She's obviously worried about us all the time.
Yes.
I'm 28-year-old, do you know what I mean? But I think mothers are like that generally, do you know what I mean? They'll never change.
Never going to change.
Never.
On the
So-
text, are you all right?
I was going to say, yes. She follows you on Twitter probably, so she knows exactly what you're doing.
Oh, my mum's not on Twitter.
So
No.
where are you off to today then? After the show, what are you up to?
Well, got a radio station again,
On a
haven't we?
radio station.
So it's literally your days are full up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good, though.
Yeah, you like it.
TV and radio today.
Which is great, which
Yeah.
is brilliant. So if in the future if you go to the States, any hopes of that? What are you hoping to come out of that?
Like I say, we've literally just found out about it. In terms of hopes, what we're going to get at, for me, it's just a really exciting time.
It's new and exciting time. None of us have ever done it before, especially from Geordie Shore. We've done Australia, people have been to South Africa, around the globe, but America's like the big one that everyone would love to sort of tap into.
Yeah.
And just
I mean,
thankfully that
our minds could
hopefully
run
we can do it.
wild and we could be like, wow, it'd be great to get one
Yes.
TV show over there and this and that.
Yeah.
But
But how exciting.
it is exciting
Yeah.
times.
So it's an
exciting.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been so great. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
It's
having
been
us.
a
Pleasure.
Geordie cup of TV today. So say goodbye to the viewers, but in your own lovely special way.
See you later. See you later. Ta-ra.
Thanks so much. If you'd like to get in touch with the show, you can contact us via Facebook or Twitter at bigcentre.tv. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.